Coming from the last video, my point is this. Out of all the administrations, the Republican Party dramatically changed the landscape on black people. And they switched sides with the Democrats, being that we know the Democrats was the party of the KKK. They became the party of the KKK. That dramatic change in the political stances with the Republican Party being, law and order and family orientated, conservative, and wanting things to be by the book, and trying to balance the budget, but never did, and mostly wars happened under the Republican Party. Yeah, the Democrats, they had their share of wars, but openly the wars were more an attention of the Republican Party. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't know anything about what the Republican Party did under George A. Bush, and George W. Bush, then you need to Google that information, because it's right there on YouTube showing what they did. Now, it seemed to me during that tenure of Reagan and the Republicans from that point on was like they were just trying to gain control of the Middle East, to gain control over oil. That's what it seems like, but you had Israel there. So I can't sit there and say that Israel was like keeping things from really going overboard, but they did. I mean, that's from my point of view. But Israel at the same time now today is not the same Israel as back then. And being that they are such so-called a religious state, it's like everybody's religious over there. Islam and Muslim and Jews and the Jewish and Judicial and Judeo, all this other stuff. It's like so you guys don't seem to understand the big picture behind what administration has changed to more religious than what the Democrats are. And it's like that religious change. Now they want to put 10 Commandments in classes, and they want to put Bibles in classes and stuff in certain states and stuff. It's like, you don't see where they're going with this? Project 2025, the Heritage Foundation, with Trump now. None of these administrations, as far as what the Republicans control, care about you as a person, to learn from, giving educational benefits and communities, and going into communities and helping out. You don't see the President Trump going into ghettos and trying to help solve problems with with families and black families and anything like that. You don't see him doing that physically, like just being there. He'd go to some white neighborhood or white community or white city or whatever, and show his presence there, but never black, never black. I would like to see that happen. I would like to see the administration that doesn't want to give you anything social wise to help, but would throw police everywhere and then say they're about a law.